There's surely people in our lives that are friends one day and are like relatives the next day. One person that I feel like can fit that description is my grandmother, which we call Mama Shell or Mother Shell. And I feel like I should pay tribute to her for all that she's done for me and what she's done for other people. I met her through my best friend. She had adopted my best friend when he was 8 years old and his siblings as well, and that's how I got to meet her. She probably adopted about like 50 children altogether, and so she's very well known. And a lot of people, she has a very big family because her adopted children and then her children is just a lot of people love her and respect her. I met her at a time when I really did need somebody. I met her when I was 18 years old, fresh out of high school, and I didn't really want to do anything. I didn't want a job. I didn't want to further my education. I just would just lay around the house and do nothing. And that's around the time that my father wanted me to move in with her. And she had came to me and she said, "You're not living under this roof without a job. Not for me to pay rent, but just for me to not be laying around the house doing nothing." And so after that, I got a minimum wage job. I didn't like it, and she said, "You're going to keep getting those type of jobs if you don't further your education," which then pushed me to go to college and further my education. After high school, I was stuck and didn't have any goals or motivation, and she definitely helped me do that. She taught me respect, to have respect for other people, to have respect for myself as a woman. She taught me to, when I walk into a room, to greet everybody, not just one person, to greet the whole room. She taught me how to cook. Like there's a lot of West Indian dishes that my mother didn't teach me, but she taught me. She herself never got the chance to finish school, which is why she pushed me so hard to try and finish school. At the age of 13, she got married and she became a housewife, and then she had children. And after years of abuse, she finally decided to leave Trinidad and come to the States. And I feel like that takes a lot of strength for somebody to do that because you're coming from one place to another and then you don't know anybody there, you have no foundation there. So for her to take completely nothing into something, I feel like anybody can admire that because not everybody can do that. And sometimes I tell her, like, if I was in that position, I don't think I could do that, to just take my children and leave and become something. She came to the States and became a nurse, and she bought property, and she's really established herself and her children, and her, it's just a lot that she's done. And with that being said, two specific things that I can say about Mama Shell that I admire about her is her strength, because like I said, it takes a lot of strength and courage for you to pick up everything and create a whole new chapter in a whole different area, because third world countries in America are just completely different, and I definitely admire her and her actions, because if she didn't do that, I probably would never met her. And then all those children that she adopted, who knows what would have happened to them. So definitely everything happens for a reason. And another is her heart and how she met me, and just in maybe less than a year, it was like, you need a place, you can come stay with me. And also her heart, and then her adopting all those children. And that's something that, her strength and her heart, those are the two admirations that I have for her. With that being said, I hope that everybody has somebody who's like a Mama Shell, like how she is to me. I hope that you and everybody else has somebody who you consider your grandmother or your Mama Shell, somebody who you can look up to, even if they're not blood related, just somebody who's there for you, especially when you need them the most.